All right, 1 2 1 2. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, far and wide. Welcome to the Yestersphere. Yestersphere? God, what do I call it again? Yesterverse. Wow, what a great start to the stream. Hi everyone. Here we are making some beats. I wanted to go live today because I just recently came across some quite nice looking plugins that I want to try out, and I thought stream would be a lovely opportunity to do that. Um, So I'll maybe get these plugins up, sort of have a scroll through their presets, their settings and whatnot, the parameters, see what they're saying. I mean, check out the filters and whatnot. These are all synths. I'm a big fan of the Ableton synths, but there's something about them that just could sound better. Like I've made a lot of my music with the Ableton stock synths, and they're great. Operator, analog, wavetable's amazing. Um, Recently, Drift just got into, and I think it's really great. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I just It just could sound better, more professional. Maybe is what I'm after. I don't really know exactly sort of how to put it. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the hunt for some new plugins. Everybody here knows I'm a big fan of Vital. Um, which I think is a very professional sounding synth, and it's free, which is absolutely bonkers. If you don't have it, let me know and I'll hook you up with a link. Um, but yeah, just I don't know what it's like. It's wild how good Vital is. It's basically Serum. Like in a way, I'm kind of surprised that Serum's actually still even a thing. If I'm perfectly honest, now that Vital exists, it's just. I think a big key to that is the fact that Serum, unfortunately, is subscription based. So just people that have already paid, for 3 years worth of serum. Oh, I think with subscription stuff, after a certain point, you should just have it for life. It's like, okay, you've juiced enough money out of these people. It's like, what? Are people supposed to pay monthly for serum for 16 years? That's insane. Oh, I hate subscription models. Anyway, won't do them. So yeah, right. Without any further ado, which mouse am I using? I've got three keyboards in front of me. Um, it's this one. Right, here we are. Let's get some of these synths up, shall we? There's also another couple of things I wanted to try. I recently came across a pack of MIDI patterns, and yeah, I mean this is purely a. I don't want to use the term laziness. I'm not a lazy producer, but I am somebody that really values You're right, Mike. Our cat's just come in. I am somebody that really values being able to save time when it comes to creating. Like I think when the ideas are flowing, it's just man, we've just got to get on with this. If you get too bogged down with having to do things whilst you're just trying to be in that sort of focused creative zone, you just ideas just come and go in a flash and you lose them. So yeah, I'm gonna have a go on these plugins and then see what these MIDI things are saying. I haven't looked at them at all, um, but yeah, just something I found on Reddit actually. For the record, by the way, Reddit is a really great source for music stuff. Um, so let me reply to my wife. She's not quite my wife yet. Will be soon. Will be soon. There you go. Done. Um, God, what was I saying? Yeah, let's get these plugins going. Let's get these plugins going. I'll have a little play around with those, and then see what these MIDI packs saying. Yeah, I was just saying I haven't tried any of them, but I think in terms of making drum beats, if I could just like drag over MIDI information into like a drum rack and be like, right, there's a drum beat, just assign sounds to it. Again, it's just a time saver. And then, I can always edit anything and make anything feel different or better as I want, which is the vibe. So, right, Drift, as much as I love you, you're going, right, let's find these VSTs. So what are they called? Yes, Oxid. This is one of them. Now this is supposed to be like a kind of like ARP Odyssey vibe. I've never played a real ARP Odyssey. I'd absolutely love to. Let's just get the monitoring going in the right direction. Where's it gone? All right, there's. Ooh. Right, MIDI keyboard. I think for today's stream, I have a nice little setup where I have two desks next to each other, which means I can put my MIDI keyboard on one of my desks and have like everything else going on another. I haven't quite figured out how to use that to its Oh, it's my baby. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, don't you worry. I hope the call's all right. Don't don't take on too many people talking all at once. That is a surefire way to just not be able to concentrate on anything. I can't do that. Like I can't listen to rap music or actually music with lyrics whilst I'm reading. Can't do it. Not even rap music. I think rap music's like the worst, but like yeah, if I'm reading anything, it has to be music without lyrics. Or just music where you can't understand the words at all, like My Beloved Miss Sugar. Although even then, it's still a bit difficult. Ooh! Well, that sounds absolutely magical. Do you know what? That alone is absolutely incredible. What is that called? Phased orchestra. That's just the first preset of that. Oh my god, I could just play with that all day. Oh, that sounds absolutely amazing. That's interesting. The way each note starts, it's kind of like there's a little like how many? Okay. So each time a new chord starts, can you hear? You can hear there's like a very sort of subtle kind of like dip. That I think is just the chords before not being able to handle polyphony that well. I mean, that's incredibly sounding, but let's see, what are we saying about voices? Is this a number of voices? No, those are octaves. This sounds to me like it's like it can only do like a certain number of voices at the same time, but at the same time I've just played lots of notes together. Or is that just attack actually? We don't want that fast attack. I never really like fast attack on anything, if I'm honest. There's a delay on there. Yeah, look at this. Let's get rid of that. Because I'd much rather use my own delay. Let's hear that with Valhalla. Oh. So I could just get caught up playing that one preset like all day. Let's see what else this is saying. That's incredible though. That is just... That just sounds so nice. Let's get a bit of reverb going as well. Oh, nice chord sequence as well, if I say so myself. What does it sound like with a bit of chorus? It just sounds better and better. This is very impressive. My goodness. Full bucket oxide. Also, I quite like the layout as well. This makes me think of back in my Roland days, where I had like loads of Roland synths. I really, really liked just the interface on them. This full of records, like I talk quite highly of Roland, but it's literally just because of that. It's actually not so much because they're like the best sounding or anything. I mean, they sound fine. Like I'm not slagging them off, but like you can definitely get better sounding synths. But the interface is just so useful and intuitive. You know, just like here. Here's your pitching volume. There's your LFO speed. What does this mean? Mix between synth and string. String. Interesting. Okay. Perhaps what you do... Oh, look, you have a string section and a synth section. So that's kind of going to act in kind of like... as like two oscillators. So if I just turn this over just to strings, it's not making any noise right now. Not sure why. Then again, the attack in this section affected the sound in all of it. Oh, sorry. I've just realised I've gone the wrong way. Right, so synth section. There we go, right. What are these lower notes? Now if we have them both... Just to this. That filter. Where's the filter? Where's the filter now? I mean, this is like an old school synth, so there isn't a filter. There's phaser. Interesting. Not a huge fan of that. It's all about this this string section. Let's... You know, I wanna reload that preset. How do I do that? Without Okay, very nice that. That also sounds incredible. What's the ancient polysynth saying? We've still got say one thing that I'm not You must be able... Yeah, I must be able to edit the sort of fall off of these notes. Oh, look, here's the filter. This is the filter. Well, sounds a bit like that, doesn't it? Ooh. Oh my god! All right, got to get a little filtered kick here going. A million percent we got to. I just got to hear that in context. Oh no, that's what I'm trying to do. So. How fast is everything in its right place? It's like 126, I want to say. Okay, let's get a filter up. Actually, do you know what? I might not even necessarily need a filter. Got one in here. There you go. Sounds kind of right. Up in volume a bit. Ooh. It's very quiet. What else could we do here? Needs reverb and a bit of distortion. Also in the actual plugin itself. Wow, that's a the distortion is quite intense on that. Tell you what it really sounds like. I'm going to take the distortion all the way back down again. That's overdriving quite easily because the resonance is quite high. Where's the release? Volume, tuning, tone. Right, what I want to do is, oh God, how do I do this? I just want to macro one of my knobs to the filter just so I can hear that. So I think I open this up, right? Go into mapping mode. And then I click what I want to map it to. So filter cutoff, which is called VCF Freq right here, because this is old school. Oh, well, this has VC. Let's make that this. Yeah? Okay, done. Wait, no. Yes. The resonance is quite intense. Turn it down. God, that actually sounds a lot like it. That's kind of scary. Full bucket oxide, that's kind of scary. Ancient polysynth, not gonna lie. Let's hear that first one again. Yeah. Well, so there's a 63. Well, 62. Plugins with this. Sorry, presets. Interesting. Okay then. Oh, it's like split. Okay, so yeah, you don't really see this much. It's a plugin where you can actually do split sounds on it. I mean, within the plugin, not like, you know, sort of setting it up so you've got two things in different parts of the keyboard. Just let me lose this reverb whilst we're trying out presets. This will sound less with chorus. Listen to this. A bit of release on this as well. Bit more. Bit more than that. Okay, interesting. Ah. Okay, weird. So something that I wish you could do is actually choose between it being mono and poly. That would be useful. Spacepad. Ooh. They do a lot of stuff with heavy resonance in this synth. Yeah, which is cool, but I think it would be an absolute nightmare if you're trying to mix anything. Hearing that sort of sound for this kind of synth, that kind of use. Hear this with a bunch of delay. nice. I like that. Let's get rid of this delay. Quite an intense delay. Let's just hear this without the delay. Just see how that sounds. Yeah, that's a good sound. I hope that can be. Is that going to change as I change the tempo? Let's hear that. Because if so, that is glory. No, it is not. But I'm sure you can tweak it within it to match what you're doing, because that sounds good. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to move on from Oxid, because I'm just going to end up playing. I want to hear all these sounds, though. Maybe I should do it in my own time. I feel like one thing I'm going to be doing a lot with this synth, though, is just taking the delay off. Like, it will always be better. Hello, Ike Ball. How you doing, Ball? It will always be better just to use an actual designated delay than one in a synth. Always, 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 without fail. More control over everything. Like, this delay, I can't sort of take any EQ. I can't take any EQ out of the delay. And real G's know that y'all should EQ your delays and your reverbs. Don't y'all forget now. Ike, it's not time, mate. Got another 2 more hours. So I think I'm going to move on from Oxford. I mean, generally, like, that is a really impressive synth, I think. Ooh, that goes on forever and ever. I mean, that synth sounds really great and professional and nice, and that's really impressive. Yeah, I'm very into that. Might have to cut out just me playing everything that's right place from the stream there, just to show people. It's like, yo, I found this free synth that actually sounds a lot like a what is it they used in that recording? I think it's a Prophet, isn't it? I want to say a Prophet 6, Prophet 8. Check on the King of Gear, but yeah, that is really impressive. That's really impressive. So thank you, Oxid. Let's get rid of that. We'll just keep that, because you never know when you need a 4 to the floor beat. Get up another track here. Drift, thank you very much, but not today. Back into my plugins. So that was Oxid. What's the other one I got? I'll have to remember. Oh yeah, it's this thing. Synthesizer expander module, which is a very, very lame name for a synth, I'm not gonna lie. Monitoring, please and thank you. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so because we're using like old school synthesis, frequency means pitch. Which technically is what frequency means whenever you hear it, but it's like, in modern synthesis, that sort of word has taken on a different meaning. But yeah, frequency is the frequency of oscillation of a sound wave. Ooh, that sounds really gnarly. Resonance is very high, I can hear. And that is mono. It's a very sort of toppy sound. Is there... Is there like EQing in this synth somewhere? You know what I mean? Like that's a very... It's not a very bassy sound, is it? Resonance is all the way down. Yeah, low pass notch. How do we turn the LFO off? Huh. Well, I think the LFO isn't on. I think you just hear the oscillator because I've detuned it. Oh, okay, that's sounding good. Let's see if we can make this sound bassier. I mean, I like that as a sound, but it's just, I don't know, like that is just not a bassy noise. And I want it to be a bassy noise. So, how's about this? Decapitator, you're up. Show you what I'm doing here. So we put a bit of distortion on. You can hear it increase in volume. A very sort of sinister sound. What about microshift? That's helping quite a bit. Ike, can you get down from there, please? Don't make me come over there. I'm tangled up in wires, mate. Sorry, just the cat is being a bear land. Yeah, go on, get off. Get off. Off. Thanks. Yeah, right. That sounds a bit better to me. I think another thing we could do is do you know what? Still an effect rack. There's a little thing I really like called radiator. And I'm not really entirely sure what to call this. It's not an EQ. You could just make things sound super bassy. Listen to this. Oh. A bit quicker. Well, that sounds very good for its initial preset. Okay, I'm proper listening. Well, I'm making a lot of funky noises here, darling. and having a great time whilst I'm doing it. Um, mm, enjoying a tea out of our Manchester mugs. Big vibes. Thank you again to my cousin. Um, yeah. Right, yeah, I was just about to put a bass line down. I think like I will have a little flick through these presets. But I mean, I've made this patch. I think this is like from initialized synth. So technically, it's not a preset. It's a yester sound, as I call them. So I'm just going to put this down. Let's get you out of the way. There's 4 times, and also consolidate that. Right. So at the moment, we've just got a kick. Nothing exciting. Make that our bass part. I want hugs. I want a new sofa so bad that's really deep and comfy. We can lie and snuggle. Yes, me too, Gorge. I think it'd be great to get something like that for the front room. We'll like find a bed that's a fold out sofa bed thing that's nice and deep, and then yeah, that would be the mega vibe. But don't you worry, there's many hugs and snuggles waiting for you here at home when you get back from a day at the office, being an absolute boss ass bitch. Right, let me put this bass line down before I forget it. Right. Oh, so I keep hitting the pads. That's one. This is weird. There's pads on my MIDI keyboard, and it's assigned notes to it. I don't know how to change that, but I'll look into it. By Jove. All right, bass line. Nice. Make that long. That long. Consolidate. Just make sure that this note goes all the way through to the end. I don't think I recorded it that way. Oh. Oh, get the loop going. What does reverb sound like on a kick, I wonder? Not great. Adds like this weird sort of atmosphere. Try a bit of reverb on that lower synth. Sounds kind of sick. Baz, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? How's things? How's life? What are you up to? I'm just playing around with some new plugins here. I found some. Where'd they go? Found some great free synths actually, like this one. Check it out. I just soloed that just so you can hear that. I think that's pretty glorious for a free synth. Not gonna lie, it's got a very lame name though. The synthesizer expander module. Definitely could have been a bit more creative there, but anyway, that sounds glorious to me. Swole is a fantastic term to utilize to describe that sound. I absolutely agree. And whilst you're here, Faz, so I was just playing around with this other synth. I'm gonna get it back up because I was so impressed with it. What's it called? Let's get rid of drift there. This thing, Oxid. Have you heard of this? Oxid, the full bucket. Just have a little listen to this. I mean, I think that's like already. I think that's so impressive. Again, another free synth. Full bucket Oxid, highly recommend. I've been playing around with this for like a good, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, before actually knuckling down to making something. But yeah, love that sound. It's like the names they give high-tech equipment and spaceships in movies. The synthesizer expander module. Make sure you fill up the expander module with proto phasm glass fuel from the planet, whatever. But yeah, I totally see what you mean. Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I was playing through these presets, and I found this was really nice. Took the resonance off. But one thing that's annoying me about this synth is that every preset has got like delay on it already. So we're getting rid of that, making the release a bit more. Just a little bit more. Been with a Massive for over a decade, but I don't see my goat brain ever be able to touch another synth. It's true. I've actually never given Massive a go. I hear the most amazing things about it. That and Omnisphere. I don't know how expensive Massive is. I know Omnisphere costs quite a lot, but I think Massive as well is one of those plugins that's like really, really useful to get down. It's almost like a skill in itself. It's a bit like knowing Ableton. Like if you know Massive, you can just take that to any DAW and you're away basically with everything. Also, is Massive? Am I right in saying Massive is the thing? It's got that contact library with a K, and that just comes. It's like all these like really great sort of orchestral like live recorded sounds. Again, haven't tried it, but I think I'm right in saying that. Also, for Drawders in, hello mate, welcome to you. Big congratulations again. Really stoked to hear your news yesterday. So for Drada, I've why are we on YouTube? So this year, mate, I've been splitting streams. I say this year, last year, really, ever since moving. I've been doing my production streams just solely here on YouTube, and then keeping Twitch to just gaming stuff, which I haven't quite got back into yet. I'm gearing back up to it though. I had a lot of stuff to sort out with moving and settling into a new place and all of that. And all of that stuff. But yeah, I've been aiming for a weekly stream here on YouTube, just making beats, doing music stuff, trying stuff out, and making funky noises. But yeah, great to have you in here, mate. How are you doing? How's the wife? Yeah, Thieves. Yeah, so Faz, who's another producer, yeah, he's talking about a relationship they have with a specific plugin called Massive, which I don't know at all. But yeah, you're right. Also, I am talking about Contact. That is yeah, again, something else I never tried. I should look into Massive really. I just really dig the Ableton stock plugins and the synths. And I like just finding little gems like this guy, Full Bucket Oxid. Let's put a chord sequence along to my I say a chord sequence. What I'm really hearing is like some kind of moving, structured thing, perhaps in a conjunctive motion, to use a technical term. That sort of thing. Let's get some delay on that. Maybe up an octave. That kind of thing. It'd be great to actually just to randomize those notes. That's essentially the kind of part I'm going to take down. It'd be great if it could do something different every time. It's kind of what I'm after. Or maybe what I could do is instead of recording a full cycle, I could just record a bit and then loop that. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Fadrada, interesting because you're in my sidebar recommended on YouTube. Well, I'm absolutely honoured to be in your sidebar recommended on YouTube. Thanks so much for popping in and coming along, and I hope you vibe hard with the Yester beats right now. Also, Phoebes, I'm asking how the wife is because I don't have the pleasure of talking to Vad wife every day. And yeah, you're right. I'm behind already. There's only 3 people here in the stream. I already can't keep up with the chat. My God, how did I ever get through gaming streams? Absolutely ridiculous. Um, uh, Thieves is in the office, absolutely not vibing. Yeah, very sorry to hear that. Saw an advert the other day on Insta for a plugin I wanted to send you. It was all based around analog synth. I couldn't share it because it was an ad. Yeah, isn't it weird how like so is this on Instagram you said? It's weird how they don't make it possible to share ads. It's like surely they want to reach as many people as possible. Also, it's sweet that you thought of me when you saw an ad for an analog synth. You never know, it could have even been for Full Bucket Oxide. Also, for Eduardo, I'm working on my business day responses. I'm down to 1 to 2 nowadays. What I could do, right? Here's what I could do is okay, this. So highlight this section. Shift Command M. Let's just get Oxide out of the way for now. Let's get many less. It's up here, isn't it? Yeah, this note, this note, this note, this note, and this note. Make them go all the way to the end. Now, here's something I want to try. Because I'm talking about randomization, what I want to do is see if I can get an arpeggiator here. The arpeggiator from Ableton, right? Get that on the track there. It'd be good if we monitored it properly. And what we could do is randomize it. Random once. Yeah, something like that. Working on that. If I can make that sound a bit less robotic and a bit more human, that's basically the kind of part that I would go for. Also, I want to hold those notes a bit longer. We can do that on arpeggio anyway. Anyway, I'll take that out in a sec. Fadrada must be a new career. Oh, for the business day thing. Absolute banter, Fadrada. How's everything going for you, man? With streaming and all of that. I know Phoebes was in your stream the other day. I couldn't catch it. I was out gigging, wasn't I? And then returning home. Yesterling's got to be the most like adult person I know. I'm 27. I'll take that as a compliment, Faz, for sure. But maybe that says more about me and my friends. Quite possibly. It's all an act. He's about to be my husband, and it's all a lie. What's a lie? What am I lying about? Perhaps that's been quite a point every time I've seen him, so it's reality to me. Thank you so much, Faz. Very kind indeed. Very kind indeed. Let's get Oxide back up. Maybe let's make the attack slower. What have we got going on effect rack as well? Yeah, that kind of thing is sort of something I'm generally going for. Also, notice how I used not automation, the arpeggiator to do the work for me. How lazy is that? But I like that it's different every time. What I wish I could do though is it's like there's 2 notes in there. I want it to be mostly C's, F's, and G's. The E flats and the B flats are kind of nice here and there, but not too often. So I wonder if there's a chance vibe. Like, okay, look, if we get up the MIDI here, this note. Probability. Yes, here we go. So I want that chance to be much lower. Same with this one. Let's see if this works. Interesting. This is a really great. Okay. Yes, see, that is totally what I'm going for right there. See, now you can hear that it's mostly C's, F's, and G's with the occasional E flat and a B flat. Might need to make the chance of them coming in a little bit higher. Let's see, let's say 40% for both of them. Ooh, that sounds ridiculous. Back to the top. Also, I want it to fade in, which is why I made the attack really slow, but I can sort that out with arrangement. So methodical, I usually just press notes and pray they sound in key when I have the chords. Faz, have you checked out Ableton's got it's got some quite good do you use Ableton? Can't remember. Anyway, Ableton's got like some great things where it can actually tell you which notes are in. It's a chord setting. I don't. Yeah, this thing I think scale notes. You can set it and it'll basically tell you which notes should fit. Which could be quite cool. Yes, and all these things. I'm just very stubborn. Okay, fair enough. So what have you been making recently, Faz? What have you been working on music wise? I haven't really been working on anything. I've been really enjoying making shorts, both tuition ones and like just little sort of beats that I put to like a video. I think I'm going to put a new one of those out tomorrow, actually. But yeah, in terms of sort of making music, that's what I've really been doing. It's not time for album number 4 for me yet. I don't know when it will be, but yeah, not yet. And also, yeah, I'm just really having fun making content and that sort of thing. Now that arrangement thing I was just talking about, let's get rid of that. So that's velocity. And that's chance. Okay, great. Nice one, Ableton. GG's. I tried once to do, but knowing what scale my ideas are in the first place is difficult in itself. Yeah, it's true. I actually feel like I feel like it's one of the things I see holding a lot of producers back. And nobody can be blamed for this, but it's like music theory is, yeah, it's a really difficult thing to get down. It takes a long time. And when you kind of know that, you can just absolutely soar. I think there's a lot of producers are told that they don't really need theory. And whilst I don't exactly disagree with that, it's like, music can be as complex as you want it to be. It's your own stuff. It just, having theoretical knowledge of music just would save time, really. It's as simple as that. It's a time saver. But like I say, Ableton is one of the programs that's making that easier, which is cool. Vadrada, chatting to thieves, still buzzing a bit. Off to look at new car tonight as well. You should be buzzing, man. It's great news. What car are you looking at? I I don't know if anything could ever top the Reliant Robin, but I don't know. Send us a picture or something. I see that you've got to go, but yeah, have a great day, man. Thanks so much for popping in, and it'd be lovely to see you back in these streams at some point whenever you can. Um, uh, I would never question if you didn't like stream or make music in a long time with all the adulting. So adulting does take up a lot of time. It's got to be said. Lord, adulting is yeah, good God. Adulting is a lot. Been grinding a bit hard lately music wise. It's been good. Glad to hear that. Was up 2 days work on something. Bump your link. Please do. Are you're in my Discord, aren't you? Or have we spoken on Discord? Um, I believe we have, but yeah, I think send a link there would be best. Because if you send it here in chat, I'll get lost. I'll never hear it. But if it's in Discord, I'll definitely give it a listen, and I'll very much look forward to doing so. Um, I'll maybe send you. Thank you. Just seen it. Thanks, mate. Um, yes, very cool. I'll give that a listen at some point, probably today. Yeah, maybe I'll send you one of those shorts I was talking about in the meantime. Um, Something that I really need to do with this before going any further is just a little bit of EQing because it's all very sort of muddy. So I'm just gonna quickly get an EQ8 up. That's not how you spell EQ. Quickly get an EQ8 up on this Oxid track. Somewhere around there. I think they're just above 1K. And also this bass. Bit of EQ on this. Yeah, that to me just sounds a little bit more bearable. I see a lot of people use EQ8 even when they have Fab Filter, just CPU thing. Well, I don't have Fab Filter. I wish I did. I've looked into it before. I was actually a little blown away by how expensive, what's it called, Fab Filter Pro Q3 is. I mean, there is no better EQ. I don't think that's, anybody's really disputing that. But yeah, for that price tag, it's just a bit like, phew. I mean, I think the Ableton's EQ8 is great. And I like the visual aspect of it as well. When it shows you the waveforms and the harmonics, I think is really nice. And also, it's got to be said, it's just out of a habit. I have other EQs. I've got that, what's it called? TDR Nova I've got, which is, I think, a really, really nice EQ as well. And yeah, I just reach for EQ8 just out of habit. It's like 150 euros. Oh, I swear when I looked at it, it was more. Well, I mean, 150 euros is 150 euros. But like, I swear when I looked at it, it was enough for me to be like, okay, well, I'll probably never be getting that then. It was like something like 300 and something quid. Which, yeah, it's a lot for an EQ. But yeah, I do think Nova's really great and I should reach for it more. Also, the dynamic EQing you can do with that is quite impressive, I think. And I know you can do the same on Fab Filter. I think basically one day I will get Fab Filter. I'm in the, I don't know, I need to sort of begin a whole like updating process. Like I think I need a new laptop to be making music on. I've had this one since like, God, 2016, 17. And it's doing great and it's still working. And I mean, I've got to say, this laptop, it's handling OBS. So I'm streaming off the laptop. So we're doing OBS and Ableton and also streaming on Wi-Fi. And I think that's not bad at all. But like, I can also tell in longer sort of Ableton sessions, like the CPU starts to go a bit like, what have we got going here? I'm doing nothing and the CPU sort of touching 30%. That's, can't be the best sign. So yeah, I think I need to like scrounge some money up from somewhere, maybe for a new laptop. And then when I do that, I think I'll also get Pro Q3. Let me know if you need to have a wife, if your girlfriend, wife permission to buy these things. Fiance, and soon to be wife, cannot wait. Nah, she'd be cool with me splurging on music equipment, just like I'd be cool with her splurging on a monitor lizard. But yeah, Yeah, I like at some point I think there's like a little bit of a kind of like mass update that needs to happen. I'm pretty happy with the stuff that I've got, but I don't know, it's around the corner, it's soon. I don't know if you've ever sort of had that kind of like creeping feeling um when where it's like, oh man, at some point I need to like find a grand and a half just somewhere. Anyway, what you say? Nice thing about the Pro Q3 is it functions dynamically as well. Yes, yes, yes. Don't even need a multiband anymore. That is true. Yeah. Yes, that is true. But yeah, like I was saying, I have used the dynamic EQ in Nova quite a bit, and I find that very impressive. Oh, do you know something that I've never done? Something that I've never done is cracked plugins, cracked anything. I've never done one of those. I'm fairly proud of it. But I think the closest I've ever come to being tempted by one is when somebody offered me a crack of Pro Q3, and I was like, oh, because it's sort of like, just basic of the basics. Like, but yeah, I didn't go for it, and I won't go for it, I don't think. And you're right, I could have been looking at the bundle because yeah, Fab Filter, they've got like great compressors and stuff as well. Maybe I was looking at the bundle and not just the Pro Q3 by itself. Yeah, Mans was tempted by a crack, absolutely. Um, now let's see. Let's get back to this beat. I'm onto something vibey. I just want to do just a little bit of yeah, just a little bit of arranging because that's totally how I want that to happen. For this part to like fade in. I wonder if there's a setting on the arpeggiator just to literally be like less robotic. Know what I mean? Um, Nipping out for a ciggy. Cool. If have a nice ciggy. I'll see you back in a moment. Um, yeah, something that I'm gonna do whilst you're out for a cig is I'm gonna have a look at some rhythmic MIDI patterns that I came across in Reddit the other day. That was the other thing I wanted to do in this stream. Have a look at these. Um, that's kind of sick. Tell you what I want this to be is white noise. Also, got to get rid of those chords. Absolutely. Right. Let's see what we got here. It's kind of hip. So if we do this with noise. Nice, that's nice. Also, a little bit of detuning. Yeah, can you hear that? That's good. Is there a tuning knob here? Doesn't appear to be. I think that's basically the. It's basically the delay doing that, which is great. That's exactly what I want, actually. Then we can fade in these. Fade these in. Maybe? Yeah, I'm vibing quite hard with that. That's quite vibey indeed. Yeah, really into that. Let's hear what this sounds like if we do a bit of pitching on it. So, back into my plugins. Inner Pitch. This is a great plugin that I found recently. Just a really great pitch thing that doesn't really affect the That's basically the sort of effect I want. I'm going to see if I can put an LFO on that parameter. So whack your arrow out. LFO tool. Don't know why there's so many, but yeah, one of those. Why are there so many? There's like, but we can map this to the pitch and make it like that. A bit more. Let's see what that's actually doing in there. Can we see it? Yeah, right. Slightly less. Maybe more like down around there. Wait, I'll get this up so you can see. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. Back up to the second screen. Yeah, that kind of effect. So I like now that you can actually hear the pitch sort of like flowing up and down. those noise bursts quieter as well. It'd be cool if you could put attack on noise. I don't see why not. Because it's still just an oscillator, just like the other two here in Drift. So I get anything from Manny for tea. Oh, that's a very nice thought there, Gorge. Very nice thought indeed. I was planning on making us that potato and paneer and rice thing. I know you didn't massively dig it last time I did it though. That's what I was planning on making for Dins. So maybe let's do that tonight. You're no, that would be nice. Yeah. We'll do that. And I'll make that, Gorge, so you can relax and have a nice post-work chill. And yeah, yeah. I will go easier on the cumin. I promise. You have my word. You have my word, Gorge. But maybe it'd be nice for you to grab something tomorrow evening. So you're back in the office tomorrow, aren't you? Wow, 2 days in a row. That is harsh moustache. But yeah, maybe we could have a think about something that's like easy for you to get on the way back. Oh, that'd be really nice. That'd be really nice. But yeah, we'll have a chat about it tonight. What was I just about to do? I was onto something. Attack with these noises. Let's just solo this track. Yeah. Yeah. So now they're just a little bit lighter. Which means I can also put the volume back up. Yeah, just a little bit softer on the ear because that's quite a harsh noise. Could do too. I was looking after a doggo as well. I can't wait to hang out with all 3 dogs tomorrow. We've had a lovely time today, haven't we, Purple Moon? Winnie is elsewhere, but yeah, we've been having a nice time. Yeah, treat to have all 3 tomorrows with a scampoon bowl. Yeah, big vibes. Nice, and that's good. It means you can just like focus on your work and your training thing, all that, which will be grand. Yes, lovely. Purple Moo. She a little moosey now. Here she is. She's been chilling with me all day. Winnie has been for the most of the day. At the moment has headed off somewhere, not sure where. But Winnie was mostly on the sofa today. I took them both out just before starting to stream. Listen to this again. Also, I just want to check here on this oxid patch. I believe I put what's it on it. Oh no, I did not. I just want to hear how this sounds. So we've got decapitator, mic shift. Oh, that sounds really nice. And there, I'm just gonna, for funsies, I'm gonna get a nice like lead patch going. Was there another plugin that I had? Get like a nice lead going from Vital. I feel everybody loves a bit of Vital here and there. Whoa, there she is. All right, let's have a look. Get the presets up. Style. Leads. There's only one thing about Vital. I find it takes a little while to actually get the patches up loaded. Maybe that. Yeah, that sort of vibe. Also, I'm not loving that patch anymore. Vital's great, but it does seem to take a little minute. Let's not do Vital. Let's do. Oh, what's that other really great free synth? God, what's it called? What's it called? Can't remember. So we gotta look it up in the list. Chorus. He, that's it. Terrell. People will probably recognize this. It doesn't have categories. That's quite a weird. I just haven't really done much with this synth. Like, people talk about this a lot, like it's really good, and I haven't really made a huge amount of use of it. What does this sound like? Maybe that's the exact kind of sound I'm looking for, quite possibly. By the way, from the 23rd of January to the 29th, there's a 50% train ticket sale on Southern Thameslink and Great Northern, all off peak. Interesting. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, my darling. I shall look into that. Something that I wouldn't be adverse to. Do you remember one time I went to London for work and I caught like a longer train and it just cost a lot less money? I totally wouldn't be adverse to doing that more. Just if it meant, I mean, I'd have to go down the day before and the day after, and I like to be able to choose whichever train I catch. But anyway, I'll have a look into that. Insider knowledge, absolutely. Thank you, Phoebes Tarantulas, my darling, my life, my reason for living, and welcome back, Nathan. How was your Siggy? I'm just about to put down a screaming yesterling-esque solo over this vibe. Just got to change the what's it called? The pitch bend, because that's a whole octave. Don't like that. I like my pitch bends just to be a tone. So now I've just got to find where you do that. Do you know when you look at like a synth and it's like, oh my god, where is everything? I know everything is in like operator and whatnot, but not in this. Oh, this has got to be it. Yeah? Oh. No, that says transpose. That was not it. Pitch bend. Right, yes. Up to and down to. Great. It was gross. Okay, good. I'm not a smoker myself, but yeah, I can't imagine it's a particularly pleasurable experience. But I do hope you enjoyed yours, mate. I know what you mean. Yeah, like it's one of the fun things about plugins I find is like you kind of it's like checking your own knowledge on stuff. It's like, right, I know that I'm able to do an LFO, just how do I do it with this? I was rambling earlier on in the stream about how much I used to like, well, still like Roland hardware synths, specifically because of their interface, and it's just easy to see where everything is. Right, I want to do just a couple of things to the sound before we record. For one, let's get our trusty effect rack up. Probably my most used plugin. This kind of drive. That one. Tone a little bit darker. Micro shift. Oh, focus about there. Right, now can I make this mono? Is there a button to make this mono? Because I feel when it comes to recording solos, that's definitely what you want to do. Voices. It says one voice here. Voice mode, duo, voice mode, mono. So now... what's the attack saying? That's very harsh. Not loving the start of each note, but whatever. I could just put a solo down and vibe with that. I want a bit of glide. So just looking for that now. Filter, miscellaneous. There we go. And just a bit less than that. I mean, I smoke because I feel cool. Well, let me tell you, Nathan, it's not cool to smoke. Are you into vaping? I think vaping's much cooler. Vaping's actually cool. It looks cooler. You're utilizing tech and you're cutting out cigarette fumes, and it's better for the environment and whatnot. So I'm all about talking smokers into getting onto vapes. I don't like work for a vape company or anything. Just as somebody who's not involved in either, I'd much rather be around a vape than a smoker. And also that sweet nicotine addiction and having a gruffier voice. I don't know. Could I do the gruffier voice? My darling future wife. Is my voice gruff enough? Would you prefer me to have a gruffier voice? Mike, Ike, stop jumping up on there. It's food time in an hour. Chill your beans, mate. Will you come get you from the train station? Of course I will, Phoebe's Tarantulas, my darling. Absolutely. Let me know if there's anything you want me to bring up with me when I come. Tried vaping, but it doesn't hit the spot, and that throat punishment, yes. Yeah, I've again, no experience myself, but I've heard from people that like vaping just doesn't really hit the same, which is a shame because yeah, it'd be really great if actually it did. Right, okay. I like my sounds there. Let's just have a little play around. We'll just loop here. So once this happens... Do you know what I think might help this sound? My little reverb trick. Where's the reverb? There it is. So you take this, you make it entirely wet. It's just a little bit less harsh. It's weirder to play because there's latency now, but I could use that to my advantage. So let's turn this right up. mods. Get that filth out of my stream. My goodness. This is a yesterverse. I'll have you know, Phoebes tarantulas. Aren't you my only mod on YouTube, I think? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I'm getting somewhere with this vibe. What about a bit of cheeky delay as well? Bit of this. I kind of want this to be like a vibey sort of esoteric solo, as opposed to like, you know, shredding all over the gap. That sort of vibe. Yeah, I'm onto something. Just there's our tonal center. Right, I'm off to get the train with the dog. All right, Gorge, I'll be up in the station in about 45 mins. So I'll have to round this stream off fairly quickly and chuck some clothes on. But I will see you there, gorgeous. You get home safe now, and I'll see you soon, baby. Right, I think I'll put the solo down and then call it a day for the stream. It's been fantastic fun. Nathan, want to say big shout outs for you for coming through. It's lovely to see you in one of these. There are two reasons I do these streams, the beat making ones. I mean, for one, it's like I definitely get a bit of like production practice in every week, no matter what else is going on. But two, it's like a chance to sort of chat to other producers, and really what I'd love to get is just producer hangs going on. And you know, these streams is a chance to do that. So yeah, it's really great to see you in here, man. Just want to say big thanks for coming along. I look forward to hearing what you've sent me on Discord as well. Right, come on, Yesty. What are we going to do with a solo? Yeah, that kind of vibe. Let's see. Let's just go with the flow here in the words of Queens of Stone Age. Oh, I was getting into that. Anytime, and always check time me. Oh, that's really sweet, Nathan, man. Thank you. Appreciate that hugely. YouTube's just one of those sites I keep opening a lot, so it's totally random when I catch you live. It's true, like I've been saying this for a while. Like I do my game streams on Twitch and I do my music streams on YouTube. But YouTube just doesn't have the same sort of discoverability, if you will, as Twitch does. So it's like it's annoying because, you know, everybody's like so annoyed at Twitch. Like everybody's so annoyed at Twitch. It would be really easy for YouTube to just completely take that over. It really would. But they just have literally decided not to. Which is quite frustrating, I must say. Yeah. Really, that's all I have to say to that. Just YouTube could just absolutely take over streaming if they wanted to, but they don't seem to want it. So that's not really the one, is it now? Let's record that solo again. I was feeling what I was doing though. That's exact kind of vibe I'm going for. Here we go now. Yeah, that'll do. All right, let's have a little listen to this, and just from the top, and this will be our ditty for the day. Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice little vibe, I feel. Um, I'm quite happy with that. I'm really impressed with these synths again. One more time. Well, let's hear it. Round of applause for Oxid. Oxid from Full Bucket. What was the other one? Synthesizer analog module. Boring name. Synthesizer expander module. But yeah, big vibes. Sounding very good. Expect to see more of that from me in the future. Um, sorry, Nathan. What were you saying here, my man? Um, blah blah blah. YouTube. So there's different time zones. It's true. If I remember correctly, you are God. Was it Swedish? We're going back a little while. I feel like you were Swedish because I was probably rambling on to you about all the music I love from Sweden, like Little Dragon and Meshuggah and Young Lean and there. Um. Anyway, do remind me if I've remembered that correctly. Close, Norway. Yes, that's it. Also, big fans of some music from Norway. The whole like ECM vibe is mega for me. Jan Garbarek, whatnot. And I met Palle Danielson once. Uh, yeah, big vibes. Anyway, also I probably said I have been to Norway. I went to Oslo one time. Had a great time. Really did. Um, sorry, I not EDM, ECM. Nathan, it's a record label. Does a bunch of like sort of European like floaty jazz stuff. Really good. A lot of it. Um, what's this just saying as well? I think more so people also like aren't used to open YouTube for streams. Again, yeah, I know. It's like YouTube really needs to be steering people in that direction. Like, yeah, people can upload stuff, but it's like come for the streams. Come for the streams, bro. Because it's good as well. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried it, Nathan, but every time you stream, YouTube records it, and you've just got a sort of back catalogue of all your streams. Twitch doesn't do that. Maybe you can set Twitch up to do that if you're a partner or whatever. I don't know, but YouTube just does it for you, and I think that's really great. Habitually, it will take a while before people who've used YouTube for 2 decades start opening it for streaming. I know, just like I say, it's in YouTube's hand. They need to just like push it in the streaming direction, and they just haven't been, and it's a big mistake. Really missing out. Because yeah, they just could call the market. Like people are desperate to leave Twitch. I'm telling you, people are desperate for it. It just anyway. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for your kind words. Vibrato on that first note. Let's see, how can I do that retroactively? Envelopes. Uh, see, if I do something like this. No, not that far. Like, maybe that? That'll act as like a vibrato, won't it? A little bit. Maybe I could I could look into that. Um, there's got to be a better way of doing that, I think. Or maybe I am onto something. I just need it to be more often. So like that. Is this gonna sound good or is this gonna sound nuts? Have I nailed it? Am I a genius? Um, yes, very good point. Sign shape instead of triangle. How do I do that? Curves. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Maybe that's just one for me to look at next stream, Nathan. But I think a good suggestion. Oh yeah, right click and select shapes. Oh, that's coming through. Wait, what? No, that's not what I wanted to do. No, what you do is you delete all of this. Then I do this. And just make it not as... Joe, I'm going to leave that in to remind myself to do it next time. But yes, thank you for the suggestion. Right, just let me finish up what you were saying. Then yes, I've really got to run off. Yeah, 100% not heard of anything you're talking about. Just mentioned disappointment for lack of EDM in Norway. It's true. Norway could definitely produce some sick EDM for sure. Great music come out of that country. ECM. Yeah, if you want on a Discord, I'll send you like some recommendations. You can hear the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Twitch will keep it for a week or so. Yeah, that's right. YouTube just keeps it forever. And I like to be able to go back, for footage for the shorts that I make is really good for that. Or just anything really, like something just checking my mic and my audio and whatnot. It's a really good thing of YouTube to do. But if we're going to cut out the big corporation boys some slack, I mean, yeah, it's true. Twitch is Amazon, isn't it? It'd be great to get away from them. Inside of a synth, yeah, I could probably do that, automate that off and on. It's close to what you did though. Yeah, I'm going to look at that next time. Maybe I'll start next stream by getting this back up because I'm actually really vibing with this sort of vibe right now. I think this is a dark, sinister, evil sounding ting. I'm into it. Right click, select shapes, highlight an area in the cells of the shape. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, there's like all stuff that I forget. This is the thing about Ableton. There's so much to remember. But this is why it's great to hang out with other producers, Nathan. Let's be friends, brother. Let's be friends, mate. And do let me know when you're streaming again, because I need to go to more music production streams myself. Really enjoy that. I pick up so much from doing that. Anyway, Nathan, bruv, again, thanks so much for coming to hang out today. It was really great seeing the stream, man. Lovely to hang out and chat. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Yes, I must run off to go and pick up my future wife from the train station and take her home and cook her some dinner and sit on a sofa and we'll watch Breaking Bad together and it'll be glorious with the doggies. But you have a great week, Nathan, man. I'll get in touch in Discord, let you know what I think of the thing you sent me. But yeah, man, again, thanks for coming in. Great to hang out. I hope to see you soon. And yeah, peace out. Also, shouts to Fadrada for coming through today and my beloved Phoebes Tarantulas. All right, have a great week, everyone. This is yesterlng signing off.